Sunday, Parshat Teitzei. We're going to do the first shtickle, Ois Aleph, in the Zera Shimshon. Zera Shimshon goes on the Pasuk Teitzei L'Melchuma Aloivecha. When you are going to go out, Klal Yisrael is going to go out to Melchuma on your enemy, and Hashem is going to give it to you, and then you're going to take people into captivity. Rashi says, the first Rashi, Teitzei L'Melchuma, it says, Yeshavisa Shivyoy, that it's talking about Melchumas Rishis, not Melchumas Choiva. What's Melchumas Rishis? Melchumas Rishis is that they want to broaden the borders of Eretz Yisrael. They want to gain more land, and they go out to Melchumas Rishis. But Melchumas Eretz Yisrael itself, that the Eibush just said that they have to go out and have Melchuma on the Shiva Amim, that it's not talking about. Why? Because Rashi says is that over there it says, Lo Chaya Kol Neshama. You can't let anybody live. So if you can't let anybody live, so how's it possible to capture people? The next pasuk, when it says V'lakachta chol isha, you could take this lady that you captured, you could have her for a wife. So Rashi says over there that why the Torah let you take her for a wife? Because it's talking against the Yetzer Hara. What does that mean? It means if the Eibishter, if Hashem wouldn't allow you to marry her beheter, then you would marry her be'isr. So therefore the Eibishter said, you know what? Let's allow them to marry her beheter. So therefore you don't have the Yetzer Hara for it. And maybe some people will, some people don't. But if I'm not going to let, so the Yetzer Hara is going to be very strong, and then you're going to end up marrying her be'isr. Brings us Zera Shimshon Kashav that people ask, that's brought down in Mefarshim, that if the whole din of Aishas Yifas Toyer, when you capture a woman from the enemy, when you're fighting the Melchumas Rishis, the Torah only allowed it because it was going against the Yetzer Hara, that the Yetzer Hara shouldn't overpower a person, then what's the chilek, what's the difference if the Melchumas Rishis or Melchumas Choiva? What's the difference if it was Melchuma that you weren't obligated for, or if it's the Melchuma against the Shiva Amim? The same thing, you would have to be mater by the Shiva Amim, you would also have to be mater Aishas Yifas Toyer, so in order for the person not to marry her be'isr. Answers the Zera Shimshon, that when Melchumas Eretz Yisrael, there's a choiv on every person in Klal Yisrael. Every person in Klal Yisrael is mechiv to kill everybody. If that's the case, so then it's not possible to let someone live. And to take her, or any captive, as a din yifas toyer, to marry her. Why? Because if someone takes a woman or anybody else in captivity, another person is allowed to kill her. Whereas by Melchumas Rishis, every person is allowed to take people into captivity, and you're allowed to take money, and you're allowed to take the tzoyin bukar cattle, and Memaila, if you're allowed to take, so somebody else is not allowed to kill her. And that's what the Torah was coming to tell us, the Chiddush of Yifas Torah. That by Yifas Torah, that you're allowed to take her for a wife. Why? Because Me'ikr Adin, by Melchumas Rishis, you're not mechiv to kill her. However, by Melchumas Eretz Yisrael, it's not going to help if the Torah matters you to marry her, because even if you go ahead and take her into captivity and you want to marry her, somebody else is allowed to kill her. So Memaila, you're not going to be able to marry her.